one simple point, if you don't mind.
Welcome, Honorable Malema.
Thank you. I think we must make one point very clear, that we're not going to be told by Mkhwanazi what must happen, what must not happen. If we are looking for him, we have to find him. And if he's not going to make himself available, we're going to have to summon him. He's the one who started this mess, and he's going to have to take responsibility. He's not going to tell us about commission this, commission that, and all of that. We don't know what commission is doing. We are not interfering with the commission, and the commission must never interfere with us. So, Mkhwanazi must be summoned to this committee. This ad hoc committee, it's established because Mkhwanazi took his own time to say the things he said, and is not going to tell us now that he's not available. The same way he was available to appear on TV with guns and everything else, that is the same way he's going to avail himself to this committee. He needs to be called, and the sooner we call him, the better. And if he's not responsive, you must summon him. Because we must not create an impression that people can just play over us. If we start on this note, we're not going anywhere. That's what we're discussing in the terms of reference, that people must not have an impression that they can choose how they want to do things. You must know now, the commission has to start. He has set certain allegations which led to the establishment of this committee, and he has to appear before this committee. And we want our own sworn statement to our committee. It doesn't make any material difference whether it's got a sworn statement to a commission or not. There must be a sworn statement to the committee. That's our file. That goes into the archives. Otherwise, this committee will never have received any sworn statement from Mkhwanazi, because you used a copy of the statement at the commission. We want an original statement. Let him write an original statement to the committee. Whether he does copy and paste and just change the addresses and all of that, it's his own baby to nurse. But we are a committee. We are not a subcommittee of the commission. We are established by Parliament. The commission is established by the executive. Therefore, we are doing two different things, and we have to report back. Commission must report back to the president. We are not that. We are not reporting to the president. We are reporting to a different structure. So we must not be sheepish about what we want to do. The sooner we start, the better. The people who want, they must come. Failure to come, they must be summoned, so that people know that we are not playing. The last point I want to emphasize, WhatsApp groups are created for speed up information. You don't have to operate in the same old way that you have to send us emails and inboxes and post mails and all of that. Committee members, please be aware that we are starting a process to invite witnesses. And as agreed, the following witnesses are going to be receiving letters. It's not a meeting. You are not asking for concurrence. You are informing us so that we all move at one. We don't behave like we're shocked. We're going out on an advert. This is how the advert will look like. Anyone with a different input can make that input. But please be aware that by Thursday, we should be out. So any comment after Thursday will not be accepted. That's the WhatsApp group. That's how it works. That is its purpose. So if we are going to get things the way we are getting them, what is the point of having a WhatsApp group? Everything that you see necessary to communicate to anyone, it should be necessary first to communicate it with the WhatsApp group, so that you keep members informed and they feel that they are part of this process. Once you start tampering with egos, that's what you're going to experience. Make everybody important. Make everybody feel is part of this process. Make everybody feel that their inputs are heard, even on simplest matters. That way, we are going to move as one. Thanks.
Well, I didn't call for a commission, so we spoke about what we spoke about in public for the executive to be able to act on it, both at the national level from what the president has announced in terms of a commission as well as parliament. We expect them to take action in order to help us to fight crime as police officers. However, we are continuing with our investigating work regardless of the challenges that we experience, and I'm sure we have seen of late some major arrest that has been effected as a result. So we're not going to stop. We're going to continue with that as police. So whatever the executive is doing, that is their responsibility. We focus on ours.
What have the last month and maybe 2 months been since that briefing? I mean, we know that the National Commission announced that your security had been increased. There were a number of changes that had happened. What's it been like for you dealing with these past few weeks?
Yeah, then the difficulty is that my privacy has been compromised, because wherever I walk around and I get people that recognize me and wants to greet me, and that's not what I enjoy the most. Other than that, everything remains the same. So I'm still proud of men and women out there, especially in KZN. On daily basis, they're making arrests, they're recovering illegal firearms, and the successful prosecutions that are happening in courts as a result of the hardworking men and women out there. So I'm quite pleased with that.
I know you said that you didn't call for a commission. Well, that's obvious, but this resulted from those allegations that you made. Now, you are coming to the end of your term as a provincial commissioner in KwaZulu-Natal. So, I think is it in April next year? You'll be done here. So, when you look at the state of the SAPS and this potential capture, do you think that you're going to end up leaving a service as a result of the commission and the other investigations that are going on in a better place than it is now?
Look, the organization it's big. Policing is not about one person. It's about the collective. And policing is not about the SAPS alone. It's about the men and women like yourself, the members of the public who don't like criminality, and then they are able to share information with the police and hold us accountable where we do wrong. So it's a collective effort. So whether Mkhwanazi is there or not, it will remain a challenge for all of us as citizens of this country to make sure that we contribute in one way or another in the fight against crime. So whether I'm still in the service or not in the service, I'll still play my part.
What would be the ideal outcome of the commission for you?
Yeah, well, the main thing I think that needs to be looked at is the legislation. There's quite a number of legislation issues that might need to be looked at. A second one is a policy. Once you have that blur lines between the policy as well as the operations, and once you have that, you're going to have a problem. So that is my wish, that the policy might need to be reviewed, so the roles of the executive and operational people are outlined clearly, as well as some piece of legislation that might need to be reviewed, because there's quite a lot of hindrances that we have in terms of administrating the justice as we envisage to put those who commit crime behind bars, and to make sure that the citizens who want to see justice served, they are satisfied with what is